Hi, everyone. Welcome to Art and Talk. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm Leslie Sue, the host for Art and Talk, and today we're launching our first Flash show. Flash is an online get-together for artists to create art in Flash. So let's talk about how Flash works. The way Flash works is we have a panel of artists and we have a Flash Initiator, and they all work within the same creative field. The Flash Initiator will instruct the panel of artists on the theme and subject matter on what they're going to create. They have 3 minutes to create art in Flash. Once the 3 minutes are up, each of the panel of artists will have an opportunity to share what they created, and the Flash Initiator will lead us in some discussion as well. All right, so how is everybody doing on the panel? How's everyone?
Can everyone signal that they're hearing okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We
All
hear
right.
you.
Perfect, great. Thank you, Ray. All right, so let's go ahead and let's meet our group of artists. For our first Flash, we wanted to have a group of poets. So we have a very talented group of poets here, and let's go ahead and meet them. First, we have Anum. Welcome, Anum.
Hi, everybody. It's really nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to see you. All right, and we have Francis. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here, and I'm never.
Great. Thanks for being here, Francis. All right, and we have Antoniette. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, thank you for being here. Okay, and we have Victoria. Welcome, Victoria.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, great. Thanks for being here. Okay, so that is our panel of poets, and let's introduce our Flash Initiator, who is also a poet. Ray, welcome.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Great, thank you. Okay, so how is everybody feeling? Everyone ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, Ray, I'm going to turn it over to you. Can you tell us what is the theme, the subject matter that the poets are going to be writing about?
Well, I'd like to give a very brief scenario that can go different directions and kind of let you take it from there. But in general, it has to do with your relationship with somebody very special in your life. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to just have you repeat that one more time.
All right. I'm going to give you a scenario that will allow you to go different directions. And it's basically about your feelings towards someone special in your life.
Okay, everybody get that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and keep the time. I'll let you guys know when to stop and when to start. Let's have no talking, please, during the 3 minutes. Everyone has their pen and paper or their phone. And let's start. Okay, let's go ahead and stop. How was that 3 minutes? Did it go by fast for you guys?
It's been quite long.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what each of you wrote about. Let's go ahead and Victoria, would you like to start?
Oh, thank you. It's about my granddad. My granddad, he was the best, a war hero nonetheless. He was 97 when he went to heaven. I miss him still. He was very special. He lived life to the full. He had tales of adventure and horror. He was the best granddad. A long time he's been gone, but every day I remember he was a special one. I was lucky to know you 16 years. I often think of you and no tears for my granddad. You have carried on living throughout the years. Only memories that are happy times over the years.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go to our Flash Initiator. Ray, anything you'd like to ask Victoria? Anything you'd like for her to elaborate on? Any questions?
Yes, I'm curious. I mean, your poem is pretty clear what it's about and how you felt. How did it feel to write it? Did it come spontaneously? Did you have to think back? Can you give us a little insight?
No, I write quite spontaneously. I just thought of my granddad was in the First World War, and he was English, but he was a Canadian Mountie. But I was only 16 when he died. But I was quite close to my granddad, and I just, even now, it's quite a few years since he died, obviously. But it was just the one I thought of because my granddad was so interesting. And even though he's been gone that long, I still think of him every day. So it was very easy to write. You know, I used to go to my granddad every Saturday. He had a very interesting life. So I thought that was, even though he's not here.
It's clear he was a special man to you. So in that respect, you conveyed your feeling very well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. All right. Let's go on to another poet on the panel. Antoinette, would you like to share what you wrote?
May mother, my mother. In it were in it were in one lamb one having a little bit then in it were when and that now in my life even it even it life wouldn't have it were now in the air or on the thinking.
You wrote a lot, Antoinette. Ray, was there anything that you would like to ask her or any questions, comments?
Yes. When you thought about someone special to write about, did this person come immediately to mind, or did you filter through some names and experiences? Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, great. All right, good job there. All right, let's go ahead and Francis, would you like to share what you wrote?
For sure. It's quite short. Mirror, mirror on the wall, here I knock on your door. Before the night falls, let my honey like waterfall find beauty in her flaws.
Nice. All right. Okay, Ray, our Flash Initiator, any?
Yes, I'm curious if this is just the start of a story that you had in your mind, you just ran out of time to continue it.
Yeah, obviously, there was trying to include wordplay, but it's quite how can I put it? I'm trying to talk about how people, like, it comes to my sisters, like some girls that I've met, how they're insecure about how they look. So I'm trying to like tell the mirror to like to tell them that they are beautiful on my behalf. So like when they look in the mirror, they should be secure instead of being insecure about how they feel and how they look.
Well, that's certainly a very memorable image that you leave us with. It's something we can remember easily. So thank you.
Yeah, all right. Okay, and let's go on to our next poet on the panel, Anum.
Okay. The title is kind of heavy. I just wrote it, but I mean, people can judge all they want. It's called Post-Abortion Care. So it's pretty heavy. Yeah, I know. It's like, ooh. Okay. Fred cooked elaborate meals while I sat on the sofa with my lower back propped up with a pillow. I was allowed to put my positive pregnancy tests on the counter where we ate. But it wasn't like we're going to try for another one anytime soon. So the poem's pretty much about me having this connection with a child that was not born. So I never really saw it, but that connection kind of exists. So if I had to choose someone that I felt, I had a connection with, or someone that was special to me, I guess it was that kid.
Beautiful.
I'm curious, this is an emotional subject, right? It can go many different directions: fear, love, regret, whatever. What was the dominant feeling for you as you were thinking about this?
I think it was like a mixture of regret and relief at the same time, hence the word care. And abortion is kind of like squashed in one thing. It's kind of like you loved it, but you couldn't keep it. So it was like a lot of emotions going in my head, which is why it's like there are all these caring things, but the end results that you're not really caring for anyone, not me or the kids. So
that's the great challenge of poetry, is trying to say so much in so few words. And what you addressed is a very powerful, deep poem that I can imagine is something you can struggle to express because of its depth.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very good, very good.
Experience, right?
Ray, I have a question for you. What made you come up with that as the theme and topic for the poets to write about?
I wanted to imagine a scenario, and the first one that came to my mind was me sitting at a restaurant that I had been to before with someone I loved, and it's a Saturday night, and I'm looking across the table and the chair is empty. And so I thought, well, what could be more universal to talk about than the feelings or experience you've had with somebody that you love deeply, right? And sometimes the most powerful poems I've come across have been about people not feeling the love that they have had or wanted to have. So it's kind of wide open for the real person or the hoped for person.
Yeah, I love that visual that you set up. And I think that was something so universal, Ray. I think that was a great subject for everyone to write about because everybody could relate to it. We have a few more minutes. I'm wondering, is there any more that you could share with us about those 3 minutes? The ideas, did it come quickly? Did you do any preparation? I noticed, Francis, you stopped and kind of like thought about it, and then I saw you dive into it, and some of you just went like woo, like dove right into it. Like it was really cool to see how everybody was approaching it. Anyone want to share a little bit more about what the 3 minutes were like and the subject matter?
The subject matter was quite good.
Mm-hmm.
My heart was racing as I read it. It was like, so yeah, it was like daunting 3 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay, Ray, do you have anything else before we wrap up our first flash show? Anything that you'd like to address to the panel of poets, or anything that you'd like to add?
Yes, I admire your courage in trying to write in a flash in 3 minutes. Really, it would take me 30 minutes. So that's brave of you, and I think that cultivating in your heart and in your mind the richness of your own experiences and reflecting is an important way to be ready in a spontaneous moment to talk about something. With the case of Victoria, she had a lifetime of recollections of her granddad that were a great reservoir of feelings and experiences. And so I would encourage you to keep that reservoir fresh and reflect on your life and experiences.
All right, yeah. Okay, anyone have any closing comments? Anyone want to add anything? All right.
It's been fun.
Yeah. Anyone else? I think you guys did an amazing job. I'm backing Ray up all the way. 3 minutes. Wow, you guys all did an amazing job. Francis, Anum, Antoniette, great job, Victoria, and Ray. Thank you so much for being our Flash Initiator and all of you being the poets on our panel for our first Flash series. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap everything up. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you, everyone who watching our first Flash series. And I'll be on the lookout for the next Flash. We'll continue on to introduce different genres, moving on to musicians and moving on to authors and just having a fun online get together for artists to create art in a Flash and just see what happens. And as I mentioned, just have some fun with it. So do stay connected with us on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, connect with us, like and follow on Facebook and on Twitter. And we'll talk soon on the next Flash. Until then, be well and be blessed.